So we are back. It's time to continue our MLB The Show 16 franchise mode. So we just completed trade deadline, but I'm gonna go simulate a few days just to check out what happened with the trade deadline, like what other teams made moves. Because we're the only team that seemed to make moves. We'll go fix our 20-man roster, 25-man roster. So we made a few good trades last episode. We acquired a few pitchers, Steve Casto. This is pretty good pickups, but we acquired JP Howell. I know that. We go take some players off. So Adam Ottavino might not have a place in this roster because Hutch is there. So I'm going to go and move him down to the AAA. And what other players should we move down to the AAA? We'll go to our MLB roster. Where's that at? Right there. Okay. Worst player on the MLB roster appears to be... Where is he? Cliff Pennington, JP and CBS, Steve Casto. Oh, all these guys are good. Cliff. Yeah, we get to bring him down. That's right. He's one of our guys. So he'll use one of his AAA options, but I'm going to go... and see our roster. So our roster right now looks really good. We have Austin Barnes, Steve Casto, and Rajai Davis off the bench. So Rajai Davis a good speed option, and Steve Casto a great contact option / speed option. So really good pickups. I guess he could play all the infield except catcher and starting pitchers. So I guess it's a good pickup right there. Lineup looks good. So let's go and continue on simulating. So we'll sim up to this date. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't really matter to me. It's probably about trade deadline. There you go. So let's go to trade deadline. We just won 2 in a row. But where's the trade deadline? Right. Transactions right there. Okay, so it doesn't matter to me. Trades. So it looks like our JP Howell acquisition's on there. Our Daryl Laguna trade is on there. But no one else made any trades. No one else made any. That's sad. Come on, I want to see some good trades. Like, I don't know, some blockbusters or something. I saw a few trades happen before that we covered on here. Like, where is that one acquisition? The Joaquim Soria acquisition. Chris Carter. There's a few guys. UNS Cespedes. I saw that one for sure. So UNS Cespedes for Andrelton Simmons when I was on there. And I swear that I saw, yeah, there's Yasiel Puig right there. He got traded to the where is that? To the Diamondbacks for AJ Pollock and Lou Carroll. So there's a few good acquisitions, but not on the trade deadline exactly. So everything's on there. So let's go and move on to a later date. So who should we play in this month? I mean, I did skip a few games in here. We played the All-Star game. We played... who else did we play? We played Texas and right here. Or not right there. We play right here. So let's go and play, I guess, San Diego. I know they have a few stud pitchers over there, like some young guys. So let's go and simply up to this date and see who they're starting. I want to go and play against this one pitcher called Sam Bruno. He's a good stud. So let's go and play against him. Okay, so we had, I guess, an okay simulation. We're 71-43, a very good record. I think we're top of the MLB right now. Are we? 74 by the Nationals. So we're still trailing the Nationals for wins, but it's looking really good against all the other MLB teams. What's our ranking there? We're second overall in everything. So speed, we're really up there. Power, up there. Contact, we're kind of there. Pitching, we're obviously up there. And defense, does it really say anything? I don't know if those really mean too much, but our pitching, actually no, our pitching is one of our bad options, isn't it? Yeah, our fielding's good. So I guess we're having a decent overall year. Okay, so I guess it was a decent, that was a decent simulation, I guess. We did lose a fair amount of games. We did win, was that 3? Yeah, actually it's a terrible simulation. We won 3 games. Looks like we lost 5. So we're 3-5 in that simulation. Not the greatest, but I think we're one of the top teams in MLB right now. I know we were second last time. Oh, we're still second to the Nationals, damn. So Nationals 74-42, top of the MLB. Where are we at when it comes to this? Where are we playing? Sam Bruno, Robbie Erlin, Carson Amos, Emmanuel Castillo. So you missed Sam Bruno, the stud pitcher. Is there any other good pitchers on San Diego? I swear they have a decent team on here. They gotta have a decent team. Got Robbie Erlin. I guess he's not too bad, Robbie Erlin. But look at Sam Bruno's here, 1.86 ERA. I want to face him, but I guess not. I guess Carson Amos is not too bad himself. So let's go and simulate up to Carson Amos. Where is he playing? Right there. So let's go and see this last game. And we take the first L in the series to San Diego. So that's a little weird. We lose 5-3. Looks like we scored a run in the bottom of the 9th. But otherwise, we should have won this game. We had more hits than them. So it looks like Robbie Erlin, 10 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. What about Nigel Pageant? 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 earned runs. So that's not too good. Styles came in only allowing 1 hit, striking out 2. and Alvarez came in, allowing 1 hit and striking out 1. So I guess that was decent, but we took the L though. I don't know how we did that. But anyway, let's go and avenge this loss and play against Madison Bumgarner and Carson Amos. Basically one of our best pitchers against their second best pitcher. Let's go and do this. So we're headed to Rogers Center for a late August game between the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. Padres 49-66, not really competitive at this point, but the Blue Jays 71-44, a great season record, and maybe on pace to beat their single season record of wins. But anyway, the ace today, Madison Bumgarner, starting for the Blue Jays today, 5-0 record, a 2.76 ERA, one of the top in the American League, and he's facing off against the Padres lineup, which includes former Blue Jay Desmond Jennings leading them off. But in order to start off the game, our ace Mad Bum is going to walk former Blue Jay Desmond Jennings in left field. So now brings up the former Blue Jay again, Joe Gross at DH, but he's going to round out straight to Tulo into that double play. So we start off with a double play to begin this ball game, which is really good because you want to turn as many double plays as possible in a baseball game. And right now we're going to take a look at the San Diego Padres lineup, which includes Desmond Jennings, Joe Gross, Chris Colorado, 3 former Blue Jays already on the lineup. So it's going to be a great game as Matt Kemp strikes out immediately right after those 2 ground out in a double play to end the inning right there. So Mad Bum, first strikeout in the first inning, and we're already have 0 hits on the day for them. So going to the bottom of the first inning, we're facing off against Carson Amos. So 6-9 record, 2.44 ERA. Do not look at the wins and losses and determine how well he plays. He's a very good pitcher with 136 innings pitched, with a great ERA in the low 2s. So now it's going to start off with our man Byron Buxton leading us off. But Buxton get this one right at the third base in that kind of gap-ish area for the first out of this inning. So right now, I guess we get a lot of hits out of Byron Buxton in this game, but anyway, gonna go and ground out straight into 3 different plays, and that's going to end the inning right there. So not a great inning for us at all as we just don't even get any hits. So we're going to the top of the second inning. It's going to bring up former Blue Jay once again, Chris Colorado, their first baseman right here. Hit this one right to Lucas Duda, and he's going to flip that one right back to our man Mad Bum for the first out of this inning. The second man's going to ground out right to Lucas Duda again for the second of this inning, and the next batter going to strike out on that changeup down away, and that's going to end the inning right there off a strikeout. So Mad Bum, a great game so far, but we're going to start off the bottom of the third inning with a walk by Lucas Duda. So Lucas Duda, great plate discipline as Amos allows his first walk right here. Man on first with 2 outs as Colby's up. But Colby just went right in the gap in second at right field. But they somehow recover and get the out, force out at second to end the inning right there. So your second baseman does like a balancing act right there, and someone gets to the second with a force out. Incredible stuff by the Padres second baseman right here. Let's start off the third inning with a strikeout by Mad Bum once again. So Mad Bum, a lot of Ks in the day so far, but right here, can allow his first hit of the ball game with 1 out here in this game. So now there's 2 outs here in this game, a man on second with Desmond Jennings coming up. But Desmond Jennings hit this one deep into right center field. It's going to drop right in the gap between Colby and Byron. But that is obviously going to score run off that stand-up double by our man Desmond Jennings. So sad to see that. But anyway, we're losing 1-0 here as they hit this one deep into right field. And Colby Rass is going to catch that one to end that inning right there. So now going in the bottom of the third inning, we have our man Draw Dyson up. Draw drops down the bunt, a perfect bunt down the left field line, and they're obviously going to miss on that one. So we get on with an infield single. So Draw Dyson showing off that flashy speed as we get on with the infield bunt. So bunting, usually that's the only way that Draw Dyson gets on base, as his speed is basically the only reason why he's still on this team. But right here, with this run one right in the left field, and the third baseman just so slow on that one as he does not get the out. And now there's a man on second and a man on first as Austin Barnes just gets an infield single on that Padres defense. Right here, we have a 2-man on with 0s for Byron Buxton up. Buxton hits this one deep into right field. It's going back, and that one's going to drop in that gap in right center field. 1 run's going to score, and now we have our man Austin Barnes rounding third base. Will he score this run and make it 2-1? And he will, as he slides into his home plate safe and sound. So now lead this game 2-1 off that double by Byron Buxton. Right here, we have our man Donaldson up. Donaldson slid right into center field, and now he's going to go and obviously score Buxton and make it a 4-1 game here in the bottom of the third inning. So we're scoring a lot of runs off of not home runs, which is really surprising because usually just hit home runs to score all of our runs. But anyway, we have our man Luke stood up, but he hits one right down center field, and that's going to obviously reach our man on second. So we have a man on second and a man on first with 2 outs here in this inning for Will Myers. Will Myers hits one right at the shortstop, and they get the force out at second to end the inning right there. So now we're going into the top of the 4th inning. We just scored like 3 runs in that inning, which is really surprising. But anyway, we're leading 3-1. So we're going into the top of the 4th inning. We already have a man on and man out here, but they get this one right in the left center field. That's gonna drop in the gap between our man Gerard Dyson and Byron Buxton. That's gonna get a man to third base and a man on second off that stand-up double. So now we have a man on second, man on third with 1 out. But they get this one right down the left field line. That was obviously going to score 1 run. Now it makes it 3-2. But now a runner is running to home plate. Will he score another run and tie this ball game up? And he will. It's now a 3-3 game here to the man on second with 1 here in this inning. But we're going to go immediately strike with the very next batter, Figueroa, to get the second out of this inning. So now we're at 2-0 here, the man in scoring position. But right here, they drop down that little hit right there to Donaldson. But Donaldson handles that one really good, and that's going to end that inning right there. So we're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. We have Gerard Dyson now, but Gerard Dyson hits one into right field for a single. So you have a man at first. One out here in this inning for Austin Barnes. Austin Barnes hits one deep into right field, but to be caught by the right fielder as he tracks that one down at the speed burst. So now we have a man at first with 2 outs in this inning, but Gerard Dyson is going to go and take second base on that steal. So now we finally have a man in scoring position here once again for the Blue Jays with Byron Buxton up. But Byron Buxton into right field is going to drop right in the past the right field line for a single, but that's obviously going to score Gerard Dyson from second base with that speed and make it a 4-3 ball game here for the Blue Jays. So now you have Tulu up, but Tulu hits one right past third baseman, and that's going to be a single once again. So we have Byron Buxton on second, Tulu on first with 2 outs in this inning with Josh Donaldson up. But Donaldson, that's going to be a wild pitch, and both runners are going to advance to the next bases. So now we have a man on second and a man on third with 2 outs in this inning for Josh Donaldson. But Josh Donaldson strikes out on the pitch down away, and that's going to end the inning right there. Runners in scoring position, 2 runners, which is pretty bad. But anyway, now we're going into the top of the 5th inning. We're leading 4-3 once again. So going into the top of the 5th inning, we have Mad Bum still up with 1 out. But right here, they had a bobble right to our man Austin Barnes to the first out of this inning. So Mad Bum has been doing a great job so far, only allowing a few hits and a few runs. But right here, the second man's going to go and ground out right to our man Lucas Zua, and that's going to end that quick 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays. We're allowing a lot of ground balls and striking out a lot of batters. So going into the bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs here in this inning. Will Myers gets one right in that gap in left field, but somehow they I don't know, you want to know what kind of throw that is. It's kind of like a rainbow toss. But now we have a man out first with 2 outs, but Colby Rasmus hits one right down the center field line, and that's going to reach a single. So now you have 2 runners on base with 2 outs here for Gerard Dyson. But Gerard Dyson, it's one way up in the right field. That one's going back, but that one's going to be caught near the warning track, and that's going to end that inning right there. So our offense stalled once again by San Diego's pitchers. We have 10 hits here in this game. They have 4 still, so a lot of hits for us on the day. But right here, they're going to start off this inning by grounding out right to Mantulo, the first out of this inning. So the offense running really drier here as 1 out here in this inning, but they get this one right past their man Will Myers for another single on the day. So they finally get another single in this inning as they have a man on first with 1 out. But right here, ground out right to our man Will Myers. We pull off that really beautiful double play right there, and that's going to end the inning again. So we pull off a few double plays in this game, and that's one of them as we're going into the bottom of the 6th inning with Austin Barnes up. Austin Barnes drills one right down center for another single in this day. So you have a lot of singles, but we don't score a lot though. But right here we have Tulu up, but he's this one deep into left field, but that's gonna be caught by the center fielder. And now spontaneously we have runners, we have bases loaded here, 2 outs, but Lucas Duda gonna pop this one way up in the infield, and obviously that one's gonna go and end the inning right there. So we leave 3 runners on base as we do not score too many runs right here, as still 4-3. We have 12 hits, they have 5. We have a lot of hits in this game. That's all I'm going to say. But right here, we get this one right down the right field line, and that's going to be another out for the Padres once again. So their offense not really getting anything going whatsoever against their pitching. But right here, we have 1 out here in this inning as they're going to pop this one way up into right field. And they're going to pop this one in the left field, and that's going to be... Wait, they missed that one. So Gerard Dyson missed that fly. I have no idea how he did, but regardless, that's going to be a stand-up double off the error of Gerard Dyson. So now we have a man in scoring position here is Gerard Dyson. How did he miss that? That is just poor baseball right here. So man on second here, 2 outs here, but they're going to pop this one way up in foul territory. That's coming down. That's to be caught by our man Luke Sutter to end that inning right there. So they leave a man on base here with 2 outs, but now we're going into the bottom of the 7th inning with Will Myers up. But Will Myers pops one in right field, and that's going to be dropped for a single. So you have a man out first once again, as we have another single in this ball game. Incredible. But right here, I went out here to 1 man out first, but they're going to try and bunt with Gerard Dyson just as a sacrifice. So you have a man on second here, 2 outs for our man Austin Barnes. Austin Barnes doing right down center, and the shortstop's going to miss that one. And now we're going to try and score from the second base. Can we do it? And we will. So Will Myers scores from second base off the hit right down center by Austin Barnes. That's an RBI for Barnes, and another run scored by our man, Will Myers. Now, it's a 5-3 ball game here, as we're going to pop this one way up into foul territory, and that's going to end the inning it right again. So now, we have a 2-run lead here going in to the bottom, or the top of this 8th inning. We have 14 hits, they have 5. We're having a great game here, but right here, let's drop this top of the 8th inning. Just a line out right to our man, Will Myers. A grounder right to Donaldson for the second out, and a strikeout again by Mad Bum off that tag. And now it's going to end that quick 1-2-3 inning for the Padres right there. So now going into the bottom of the 8th inning, we need to go get some support runs as Edwin's up with 2 outs. But Edwin this one right into left field, but they're too slow, and they missed that one somehow. A poor throw by the shortstop, and now Edwin reaches off of an error. So now, man on first with 2 outs as Lucas Duda's up. But Lucas Duda pops this one way up in left field. Now it's going to be caught by the left fielder to end that inning right there. So you have to leave another runner on base as we're going into the top of the 9th inning. We need to go and shut down these Padres and once again and claim another W on the season. We have still a Mad Bum in as it drops one deep into right center field. That one's going back and be dropped into right center field in that gap. That's going to be a double. So as they now have the game-tying run right here at the plate right now. So looks like our man Chris Colabello coming for revenge as he gets that double in the gaps. Now it brings up young Garvis Solarte here at the man on second. Right here, doing right at Will Mars. We're going to get the out right there. But nobody advances, surprisingly. So there's a runner on second with 1 out. But they get this one right in right field. And it's going to drop for a single. So now there's runners on the corners here with 1 out here in this inning in the top of the 9th. They just went right down center as Tula misses that one. That's going to score a run as Colabello scores. Now, they run up. They somehow get a man to second or third base here. There's runners on the corners once again with 1 out here. As it's now a 5-5 game here as they score another run. So now there's runners on first and second here with 1 out. But suddenly, Donaldson goes and collects that one and tags that runner, advancing to third. So we only get that one. So now there's runners once again on first and second here with 2 outs here with Desmond Jennings coming up. But Desmond Jennings is going to strike out on that slider down in the zone, and that's going to end that inning right there. So Mad Bum, he blows it here as now we're going into the bottom of the 9th inning. We need to go and walk him off. Breer, let's start off with a line out by Will Myers to the third baseman. So unlucky there, but it's just baseball, man. But right here with Colby Rasmus up, he's going into right field, but due to the defensive positioning right there, we're getting hit out there somehow. So Colby ground out, Will Myers line out, but right here we have 2 outs here with our man Gerard Dyson up. He's hit this one deep in right field to be tracked down by the right fielder, and it's going to end that 1-2-3 inning, bottom of the 9th inning for the Padres. Now we're going into the top of the 10th inning. We need to shut down these Padres with JP Howell coming up, our first relief pitcher coming into the ball game. He's a lefty, 4-2 record, a .85 ERA, but he's going to go and start off with a sinker strikeout to begin this 10th inning. So that's perfect as we need those. As there's 1 out here with Matt Kemp up. But Matt Kemp can drill this one into left field, right past our man Gerard Dyson, and that's obviously going to be a double. So stand-up doubles are almost guaranteed when you hit him in the gap. As there's now a man in scoring position once again with 1 out here in this inning for the Padres. So the Padres great at getting doubles as the double machine. Chris Colabello is up, but Chris Colabello driving this one deep in left center field. That's going back, but it's going to be tracked down by Byron Buxton. Nobody advancing yet, but suddenly they start advancing, and we're going to try and hit it the 1 to third, but we're too late on that one as there's now a runner on third base here with 1-2 outs here in this inning for the Padres. But they get something right to our man Will Mars, and that's going to end that inning right there. So they leave a man on third base, which is exactly what we need, as now we're going into the bottom of the 10th inning. We have the ability to walk this one off here. We have 14 hits, they have 9. We need to do this as Austin Barnes up to the plate. But Austin Barnes, he'll do this one deep in the right field. That's the one going back. That one's back, but that one is going to be tracked down by the right fielder for the first out of this inning. So close being a home run, as we have Byron Buxton up here with 1 out here in this inning. Bottom of the 10th inning. But Byron Buxton drills one right down center, and that's going to be a single for the Blue Jays. That's our 15th hit of the day, as there's now a man on first base with 1 out here in this inning with Troy Tulowitzki coming up, our shortstop. 1 for 5 in the day. He needs to go and redeem himself on this at-bat. Tulu with a drive, deep to left field. No doubt about that one. Walk-off home run, Troy Tulowitzki. So we win this one 6-5 in walk-off fashion by our shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Are the best defensive players right now in baseball, that's what I would say. And one of the best offensive players on this team, as he's leading this team in home runs, surprisingly. And obviously all the teammates coming here to go and celebrate this W, as Troy Tulowitzki walks off this long ball game, 10 innings played, and we just played a heck of a game. Scored 6 runs in this ball game, and our man Troy Tulowitzki scores the last and most important one, as we walk this one off 6-5 Blue Jays. So the Padres played a heck of a game, but we somehow walked this one off here in the bottom of the 10th inning. So Mad Bum, 9 innings, allowing only a few hits, actually a lot of hits, and a few earned runs as we finally walk off this game. I thought Mad Bum would maybe get a shutout here, but no, he did not, as Mad Bum lets up 5 runs, and we somehow walked this one off here in the bottom of the 10th inning. So I guess I'll end this episode off right here. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Toronto Bleacher Branches. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.